go now. Your little fans are waiting for you.
Go ahead. March and I will watch you play from the side.
The first step of assembly is to remove each part from the frame, one by one. Nippers, hobby knife, sandpaper, sanding stick. Parallax doesn't provide any of these. But don't worry, the explosive device will solve all your problems. Just step on it bravely. Brutal, but it leaves no burns. And that's the magic that we at Parallax Corp are so proud of. Next, please activate the mechanical maintenance arm and align it with the shoulder joint base to connect the arm. We're done with the arm for now. Next, activate the mobile maintenance rack and adjust the mech armor to the shoulder armor panel position. Just like before, the first step is to remove the parts from the frame. Artificial gravity field adjusting. Please exercise caution. Activate the thruster and push the shoulder armor towards the unit interface. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This giant Mechatron is truly the soul of Lux Corp. Now, for the final part. Please install the Daybreak blade on its back. Mounting point on the back, and fire! Awaken! Daybreak Blade! Mission accomplished! The colossal Mechatron you built with your own hands will now stand proudly in the center of this hall. The great hero of the Astral Express has graced this place, left behind a blueprint, and even contributed their own inspiration to the completion of the Mechatron statue. What outstanding promotional material this is for the marketing department. A new hero is born right here. Step forth, Mr. Little Raccoon, and become the guardian of Plain Arcadia.
Powerful wish power supply entity detected. Initiating link. Mechatron synchronization rate, 15%.
Assembly complete. Could the next step be?
That's right. With the completion of the Mechatron assembly, it's time for some heart-pounding combat.
Mechatron synchronization rate, 39%. 42%.
Your little fanboy, Cinderborn, is eagerly awaiting some pointers from you. While we can't power up this big guy, I've printed a small unit. Now it's time to show you how a Mechatron fights.
I merged with the Mechatron? Where am I now?
Why, of course. It's the combat testing sandbox. Look, those dazzling colors are like an express train traversing through the stars. Enhanced full-body armor, a steadfast shield for the people. What a powerful strike! What? Our hero got blocked by an illegal building. City, what are you doing? No choice left. Smash it to pieces, hero! Just focus on dealing with the city's crisis and let Madame Pearl worry about the compensation. Duo Mention City has made it through the worst of it! Do we press on, or wipe out the monsters? The monsters that were hiding here seem to have been reduced to nothing.
Could it be the one and only trailblazer of the Astral Express walking towards us? Galactic Baseballer! We've been expecting.
Although the giant shadow crisis in Duo Mention City has been dispelled, the real battle for you and the Daybreak Squadron is only just beginning! As the old and new generations of superheroes, you will face off here to determine the victor!
Forged by raging fire, burn away the darkness, the star that set the world ablaze! Blaze Weaver! Slice through the skies, flames of lightning! From the blue heavens descend, Azurling! Ka!
Shadows of the eternal night, light blazing bright, the radiant bow of hope, Dawn Lance!
Cut through despair, unyielding blade of steel, edge that never fades, Cinderborn! You can do it, friend!
Darkness wanes, and dawn awakens! The Daybreak Squadron arises! This is an official challenge from the Daybreak Squadron, great hero of the Astral Express. If we defeat you, we hope you'll accept our invitation to become the honorary Phantom 5th member of the Daybreak Squadron and help us safeguard the peace of Plain Arcadia.
Pink, green, we've got tons of colors. You can set any RGB value you want.
Hey Greg, didn't you have something to tell your hero? Now's your perfect chance!
My friend, you know what? Every time I transform into a Mechatron, I imagine I'm you. I think about what you would do when facing danger. It is your adventure stories that give me strength. So I'll give it my all from now on. Please don't hold back.
Now then,
Let's settle this on the horizon where the Vengeance Moon rises!
let the two of us see what you're made of.
Come on, one and only Trailblazer. Good flow.
As expected of the Astral Express hero. So powerful!
Our fist!
Where are you hiding?
Boss, Gray, I'll leave the rest to you.
The honor is mine to cross blades with you.
As heroes, we'll never back down! Watch this! Leave! Get me away! Please, for justice!
Fight me! This strike contains all my respect! Bring it on!
What? Even the invincible little raccoon is reaching his limit? Listen, those are the people's wishes. Power converging as one. That is limitless possibility!
Everyone's wishes. I've received them all! Trailblaze Infinity!
You really got into character. That was some great acting.
Were we just fighting in a film studio?
Don't tell me you actually thought you were fighting them in a real city. That ain't gonna happen. Madame Pearl's insurance fund would collapse. It doesn't matter if it was a real fight or a fake one. What matters is your experience. Did you have fun? The user gave us a 5-star review. Thank you for your kind feedback. Your satisfaction and approval are our greatest motivators. Looks like the Daybreak Squadron is waiting for you. You gave them quite a combat lesson, it appears. Why don't you go share a few words with those youngsters?
As expected of my senior, that was awesome! My life is now complete.
Before joining Daybreak Squadron, Gray had always been your fan.
That kid knows every story about the Astral Express like the back of his hand. And he's always looked up to you as his role model. Even as his leader, I'm nowhere near as important to him as you are. Huh, what an amazing battle! Well, more than beating you, we were hoping Gray would leave a lasting impression on you. After all, being remembered by their idol is the highest form of praise for a fan, isn't it?
I'm already satisfied, just knowing that the name Cinderborn will remain in my senior's memory.
It's a shame, though. If he could really become the 5th member of our team, our recognition would rise even further. After all, many people still think we're just playing hero.
That's only because we haven't done anything truly heroic yet.
Don't worry. Given the state of Duo-Mention City, a mind-blowing crisis is bound to happen sooner or later. And that's when we'll get our chance to shine! Ha ha! Yeah, just yesterday, I rescued 5 people from a gas explosion. Hope they recover soon. And spread the word about how awesome Daybreak Squadron is!
There you go again, casually saying the strangest things. like the Astral Express. We don't need to act to prove something so long as we stay true to our own path. Sooner or later, Daybreak Squadron will be recognized by everyone.
Silly you! Is the Astral Express all you ever think about? Why don't you just go join the Express as one of the Nameless?
Come on, don't make fun of me. I'm still just a rookie. How could I possibly be worthy of boarding the Express and fighting alongside seasoned veterans?
Anyone who perseveres in their own life is a hero indeed.
Thanks for your guidance, Trailblazer. And lastly, I wonder if you could take a picture with the rest of us.
Trailblazer, please, take a photo together with us!
Whoa! My senior's so close to me that my heart's beating like crazy.
3, 2, 1.
Darkness wanes and dawn awakens! The Daybreak Squadron arises!
Time's about up. We should meet with Madame Pearl now. Oh, right. Want to say goodbye to your big fan before we go?
Blue, yellow! You guys were amazing back there! If we record this for promo material, we'll definitely get a ton of new followers! If only we could have beaten the Nameless! We were actually so close during that Megatron fight!
What are you talking about? There's no way we could have beaten the Trailblazer.
Well, it's not entirely impossible, I'd say. Ever since I converted, I feel like both my mind and body have become so much lighter. Gray, you really should join us and do the same.
Gray, being a masked hero means facing all kinds of dangers. You'd definitely feel pretty bad if you couldn't contribute your strength to the team when we needed you the most. Oh, looks like your idol's here to see you. We'll wait for you backstage. Gray.
Senior? Me? I'm fine. Totally fine. It was no surprise that you took us down without breaking a sweat. It's me. I'm just too weak. I'm always hesitant, whether in combat or dealing with life. Even though I know I can never become an amazing hero like you, I've always been trying my best to get closer to being like you. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but no one ever taught me the principles of how to live and behave growing up. I dropped out of high school pretty early and started hanging out with street gangs. Every time I threw a punch to intimidate someone, I thought I was being a hero. But when I saw how scared those people were, I had this nagging feeling that maybe I was doing something wrong. Later, when I read about the Astral Express story online and learned about your legendary deeds, I finally understood what it meant to be a true hero. Looking back at how immature and awful I was, I made up my mind to leave my old organization. Now I too have a chance to become a hero like you. Together, with my brothers and sisters in the Daybreak Squadron, I can bring happy smiles to the residents of Plain Arcadia and protect them whenever danger appears. But I'm just too weak. I don't have the immense strength like the Express Nameless. I don't even have any special talents. Maybe I've chosen a path that doesn't really work for me.
Silly you. There are plenty of powerful ones in this cosmos, but not everyone with strength chooses to become a nameless. Your desire to fight for those around you, and your wish to bring smiles to others, that's a good place to start.
Thank you, Trailblazer. Thanks for listening to my ramblings. Could you please sign that famous line? That's the one! That's exactly it!
Rules are boundaries, and anyone who pushes beyond those boundaries becomes, in a sense, one of the nameless.
I'll remember today for the rest of my life. Goodbye, Trailblazer. I hope by the next time we meet, I'll be a true hero just like you.
Well, that about wraps up today's tour. After seeing everything, what do you think? You're only realizing that now. That's your greatest advantage in joining the Phantom Moon Games. A story that's already spread far and wide. Indeed, rather than the power to rule this world directly, that individual draws even greater strength from Parallax. The stories and dreams spun by this enterprise are capable of steering the future of Plain Arcadia and of serving as the cradle for new Imaginae. Madame Pearl is waiting for you at the top of this building to discuss matters regarding the Phantom Moon Games. Let me give you a little reminder. The rules of Phantom Moon Games have never required any competition between supplicants. As an IPC employee, I've said far too much. Your friends are waiting for you in the hall. You should go meet up with them. Don't keep them waiting too long.
Over here! Over here!
You watched Daybreak Squadron 2?
Mr. Yang and I watched the whole thing on the screen! Not only did you assemble the Mechatron and give autographs to your fan, but you also got to live out your superhero fantasy. Did you have fun? Mr. Yang's looking at you with such loving eyes, like a parent watching a kid riding on a carousel at an amusement park.
Indeed. Seeing him so happy reminds me of my younger self. Those were the days.
you talking about? Mr. Yang, you're still as young as ever. Oh, right. We've been wandering around here for ages and seen everything there is to see. What's this Madame Pearl really up to?
I understand everything she wanted to show us. There are just a few questions I'd like to confirm with Miss Nyalux.
Miss Nyalux? Wait. Wait, where did she go?
Ah, there you all are. We've been looking everywhere for you. The Secretary's office sent Agent Feld here to keep you company while you wait, but he said he couldn't find any of you.
Wait, if Mr. Feld is the one who's supposed to meet us, then who is Miss Nyalux?
Miss Nyalux? Who?
Agent Nyalux, an IPC ranking P30 who works at Perlux Corp's Imagenesis Technology Department.
P30? Imagenesis Technology Department? Since when did Perlux Corp have an Imagenesis Technology Department?
Could she be some kind of corporate spy who snuck into the building? Oh, this is a real mess. What are those security guards even doing? Distinguished guests, are you hurt? Or did she trick you into giving her money or anything like that?
Why didn't you say so earlier? This lady seemed totally legit. She smoothly guided us around the place like a pro. I thought she was one of your people.
I need to report this to security right away. She can't have gone far. Let's catch her in the act.
Thank you for your help. Astral Express crew, Madame Pearl has been waiting for quite some time. If it's convenient, shall we head out now? I'll show you the way. Please inform Madame Pearl that the 3 guests from the Express will arrive shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, to Perlux Corp. To ensure your safety and comfort, please avoid runs. And move through the area in an orderly fashion.
Pearl demonstrated the full process of creating a Mechatron army, based on what I saw.
Hello, guests from the Astral Express. Nice to see you again.
Thank you for your gracious hospitality, Madame Pearl.
I understand there was a minor incident in the lower lobby involving someone impersonating a Perlux employee. I hope it didn't spoil your enjoyment.
We're fine. Don't worry about us. But how are things with you? Did you lose any valuable tech? Blueprints? Or top secret information?
No, Perlux's data firewall remains untouched, and all assets under security network surveillance are intact. The only change is an additional expense claim under my employee ID. Never mind. I can make a preliminary assessment that this was the result of someone's momentary impulse. Lately, mishaps have been piling up, like dark clouds before a downpour, casting shadows of uncertainty over my plans.
Could you be referring to the Herald of Death?
33 citizens were found dead in the Dovebrook district. In addition, an IPC specialist assigned to negotiate the purchase of a Mask of Elation, died in an unexpected incident. This party has made overt threats to public order and is clearly challenging the IPC. My intuition tells me this is only the beginning. Managing capital and managing a corporation share one thing in common. That is, an aversion to risk and a pursuit of stability. And I bear both responsibilities. As the executive officer of Plain Arcadia, I bear an inescapable responsibility for the safety of this world. As one of the 10 Stonehearts, I hope to bring the Phantasmoon Games to a swift and safe conclusion. Rather than staging another dangerous battle, like what happened at Graphia Academy, I hope the supplicants can show the people of this world miracles of joy and happiness, instead of sorrow and rage during the Phantasmoon Games. Therefore, I'd like to hear the Express's request. Trailblazer, please, tell me. What's your ultimate goal for joining the Phantasmoon Games?
You mentioned earlier that you wanted to talk about the Phantasmoon Games with me?
I'd like to talk about our ultimate goal for participating in the Phantasmoon Games.
Got something in mind?
I think the rules and rewards for the Phantasmoon Games are a little too vague.
That's exactly what I thought when I joined the games 15 years ago. These games allow supplicants to do anything, good or evil. As a result, everything that unfolds in the course of these games exists beyond control. What's more vague is what can winners do when they share the power of the elation. According to legends and historical records from Ahatopia, victors typically first witness the manifestation of Aha themselves. They listen to the victor's wishes and grant them permission to use their power. And the applications of this power seem to be boundlessly vast. When faced with countless choices, the situation becomes even more thorny than having no choice at all. Sometimes I wonder, if we had agreed to become the leader of the Anti-Destruction Alliance, how would this trip have turned out?
If I win, I'll give up sharing Aha's power and ask them to be the leader of the Anti-Destruction Alliance.
That's such a hilarious idea. I can totally picture it. I get it. That's actually a brilliant idea. To begin with, this is far more meaningful than taking up a god's authority and squandering it freely for a single minute. Secondly, placing an Eon on the righteous cause of opposing the universe's greatest threat is something neither the IPC nor the god itself could reasonably object to. Finally, this would also help us avoid the risk we currently face, cooperating with the IPC while remaining wary of being drawn into its ambitions during the operation of the Anti-Destruction Alliance. If we handle the negotiations well, perhaps Aha could stand behind the Astral Express, just like our cooperation with the Xianzhou, where we could maintain distance from one another while offering support from afar. The only question is, will Aha agree?
Don't worry about that. From what I know about them, they'll agree. What kind of god of games would they be if they broke their own rules? Besides, they still owe the Express a debt. their IOU for the express debt from when they were traveling with Akavilli, complete with their signature and seal. Passenger, use this to blackmail them. That one will definitely give in to your demands. Probably.
So, you're saying you want Aha to take on the leadership of the Anti-Destruction Alliance? Logical extrapolation. Failed. Success rate, indeterminable. This peculiar proposal nearly brought my thought process to a halt. This request is far too lacking in structure. Yet within an irrational context, it seems to conceal a certain kind of logic. If the universe is the master of Elation's playground, then they should do something about this playground that's about to be destroyed. As expected of the Trailblazer, your thinking is so... out of the box. I've learned something today. However, I don't think you stand much of a chance in the games, because I've joined as a supplicant. Not a single rule in the Phantasmoon games requires supplicants to engage in combat, so there's no need for hostility between us.
Plain Arcadia's administrator is a supplicant?
At the same time, she has at her disposal assets of staggering magnitude. What, Pearlux Corp among them.
With money and power on her side, wouldn't her chances of success be way higher than ours?
As I previously proposed to Miss Himiko, I'm willing to cooperate with the Astral Express to ensure the smooth progression of the Phantasmoon games.
But the Astral Express isn't your only partner, is it?
I have 2 other allies. However, you all are my most promising ones. Once the Astral Express joins, it will maximize the safety and success of this Ionic game. And I will do everything in my power to fulfill my partner's wishes within that limited minute.
As we told you before, our strategy is to become a sail, advance and retreat together. The Astral Express is not a lone supplicant, since we have our own allies in the games.
An ally like Sparksy? It's true that you defeated her and took her mask, but given her typical decision-making style, Sparksy isn't exactly what you'd call a reliable ally. Hypothesis. The Sinwish Syndicate's missing mask. I thought it fell into the Cienjo's hands. Don't tell me. Yao Guang gave it to you guys?
That's right. 3 against 3. We're tied at the moment.
With this new variable in play, I'll have to adjust my extrapolations. But the conclusion seems unchanged. After all, as the administrator of this world, I have the natural advantage in resources.
An IPC senior executive, Plain Arcadia's administrator, a member of the 10 Stonehearts, joining the games personally. It certainly has an intimidating ring to it. But when you think about it, isn't this identity precisely the greatest burden Madame Pearl has to overcome?
He is right. Your identity is far too sensitive. You want to control these games and end it safely and quickly. But Plain Arcadia's citizens might not see it this way. All they see is the all-powerful IPC and an influential executive pulling all the strings. Your every action will be scrutinized twice over.
A sharp observation, I must say. Quite impressive.
But I do not believe you yourself would overlook this. Madame Pearl, what is it that you seek to obtain from the Phantasmoon games at any cost?
What I seek is a treasure lost to this world's history. I want to recreate Graphia's divine art of imagenesis.
Does that have something to do with painting?
Hard to believe, no? My birth originated from the theme assigned by the celestial differentiator of planet Scrulum, art. At first, I was nothing more than a machine that imitated human paintings. For an Intellitron, generating works of art is no great challenge. Day after day, I studied. Day after day, I exhausted every possibility. I could instantly analyze the proportional structure and pigment composition of any painting. I could precisely reproduce every pixel of Graphia's masterpieces. Yet I could not create as she did. Graphia's ultimate creation was establishing the world in canvas at the end of the Phantom Moon games. I want to understand her thoughts at that moment and touch the essence of creation.
Is this your personal pursuit? Or the IPC's demands on this world?
Both. The IPC's point of view is far more pragmatic. The world in canvas is a dimension that can shield us from the Antimatter Legion's warfare, and they've always been eager to master this technology.
Unfortunately, it seems we can't convince each other to back out for now.
Then, I have another proposal. Why don't we shift our perspective and turn our attention to those two supplicants who haven't surfaced yet? These two individuals' objectives are unclear, and their abilities remain a mystery. If left unchecked, we might see a repeat of the Herald of Death tragedy. I have a cooperation proposal that could help us gather intelligence on them, and I'm willing to share this piece of information with you all. That is correct. But all you need to do is sacrifice a tiny sliver of your reputation. Before we move on to the details of our cooperation, would you like to take a short break and have some tea to wet your whistles? Or shall we continue?